Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and here we are talking about the top 10 things I like about my F-150 Lightning that you will like too, and maybe you have a few others to kick in. But more importantly, it's snowing again, and if you listen carefully, you can hear the fan going for the heat to keep the cab warm. Minus, you know, we're not that bad today. We're only about minus 10, you know, maybe minus 15. But the weatherman, I scheduled this for today because it's been snowing a lot lately, and the weatherman said it was going to be minus 6 degrees Celsius. That's what, 20 Fahrenheit, and sunny. What? Well, it is minus 10, 12. It's snowing, and it's probably going to snow all day, and it's just nuts. So, welcome to the Lightning. Just to let you know, just because it's cold and snowing, it is still the best truck on the market. If you're complaining about how far it goes when it's cold, don't complain about how far it goes when it's cold. It is not range anxiety, as I have found out at 23,000 kilometers. It's charging anxiety. And I'm going to do a video on that. And now the wind is starting to pick up to make the wind chill even colder. So thank you very much for coming and tuning in on this little tour of the Lightning. I've filmed it over a couple of days and a couple of different things. I hope you really enjoy it. And like my top 10 features that the truck has that you're absolutely going to love if you can get one. If you can get one, you're going to love it. So if you can get one, buy one. This is the best EV truck on the market. As far as I'm concerned, it's the best EV on the market. Period. Absolutely. Space, comfort, the whole bit. And that's just the way it is. So let's go take a look at everything that's going on. Here we are, number 10. I'm sitting inside. Oh! That's what it feels like to drive a Lightning. Oh! Now, as you can see, it be snowing outside, and it's nice and cold. And someone said to me when I was making this video, said, why are you putting acceleration, speed, and comfort as number 10? Have I gone crazy? Well, yes, I have. I am in charge of membership services of the Crazy Club. And if you would like to be a member of the Crazy Club, you can click the link below and pay your $100 to become a member. But there's no guarantee for you to be a member if you put the $100 in, because you have to be certified crazy, not mentally ill. There's a difference. So let's put the shades back on and be cool, because number 10 of the top things about the Lightning, and I know everyone else would make this number 1. Best performing truck, period. These people that try and race me all the time, which I think is just crazy. Some of them should apply for membership, but you know, they don't want to spend the $100. I clean their clocks. I don't even have to floor it. It's scary. I'm not a race car driver, and I don't like race car driving. I do love a wonderful acceleration and braking and all that kind of stuff, and it is a truck. So yes, my neighbor with the Panamera, with the Porsche that he paid $167,000 for, corner's better than mine. So on a racetrack, of course, eventually he'd catch me and beat me. He can corner and blah, blah, blah. I'm a truck, I'll flip over. But on a straightaway, can't touch me. He hasn't talked to me in 3 months. Crazy. So the number 10 of the crazy things about the Ford F-150 Lightning, I'm telling you right now: speed, acceleration, regenerative braking, and just all of that. All of the things that you want in a vehicle is number 10 for this truck. Not number 1, number 10. And hopefully they can figure out the heat pump thing. Get me further distance when it's freezing cold out, because it's minus 10 today. They said minus 6 and sunny. I don't know what happened. I'm sure I'm going to mention this quite a few times throughout the video at different times, hoping there was going to be sunny and warm to do some filming. But I got a day where I can get some stuff done, and this just happens to be one of them. Now let's go to number 9. Okay, everybody, number 9 on my list of things I love about the F-150 Lightning that you're going to love is this. See what this is? This is 3.78 liter of got the French size. Minus 40. Did it show up there? Minus 40 windshield washer fluid. And every drop of this went into this when it said it was empty. So this holds 4 liters. 4 liters in the windshield. I can recycle this now. Now I'm going to just stick it in my Frunk. But that's number 9. Now I didn't know if I was going to tell you that this is a crazy feature or not. Or maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But for you people out there that maybe have had a truck for a while, this isn't a big thing. But this is a big thing for me. This is one of the craziest features of all. And this is clickety click click click, a power tailgate. Clunk. Absolutely amazing. A power tailgate. Who gets a power tailgate? And a beer opener. A bottle opener right there. And a tailgate. Yeah, it steps out and stuff. All the extra features they put into the tailgate. That's a whole other video. You could do a video just on the tailgate. But that's not. Craziest feature is a power tailgate. And this comes in very handy. If you're like me, you can see the back of my truck is all closed up. I got myself a broom in here in case I need it, and a shovel. Okay, I have a broom and a shovel, a couple pieces of wood, and I have this top that I put on. Now normally you would have to lock the tailgate. Well, guess what? I don't have to lock the tailgate. This is one of the crazy features of this truck, and maybe if you had one for the last couple years, you're like, you know this, but it goes up and it locks. Now, unless you have a key to unlock the truck, you can't open that. So I don't have to come and lock it here anymore. I used to come and I used to have to lock it all the time. I don't have to do that anymore. My folding top can't get open because it can only open from underneath, and this can't open unless you got a fob. Yeah, the car has to be unlocked to use the button inside and on. So you cannot get in there. So nice, wonderful security for when you have stuff in there. You don't have to worry about it getting stolen. So the tailgate is definitely one. And if you don't think it's one, that's okay. Plus the towing, but I didn't get the towing package, people. So we're not going to talk about towing because it's an electric vehicle. You don't tow with an electric vehicle. At least you don't tow 500 kilometers. Let me put it that way. Okay, on my top 10 quirky things about the Ford F150 Lightning, here's a real quirky one for you. As I'm driving down the road, it's minus 19 outside, heading down the road in some traffic, and hopefully you can see this. So there's the hood, okay? And as you can see, the hood is very frosty, okay? Nice and frosty. Well, I'm heading north, so the sun is not going to shine on the hood. But because there's no engine under there creating heat through those little vent things that are on the, like, near the washers, you know, that let the heat out and stuff, at least I think that's what they're there for, that stays frosty until the sun hits it. Isn't that funny? I think that's quirky. So there's another quirky one for you. Not sure, maybe that's number 10. But we'll see where we place it in the line. Next up on the list is lighting. So in your Frunk, you got a light there, and you got a light there, and you got a switch here so you can turn them on. And you can turn them off. Okay? Right there. See? Oh, that's the emergency exit. Push the wrong button. Right here's the light switch. You can push them on, push them off, push them on, push them off. Okay? The other thing about lighting that you need to know about the F-150 Lightning is the front lights. Now, you got your lights there, and you got your lights there, and then you got a, doesn't want to close because my exit bags are in the way. So, one of the things you have, there's lights here, So at night it shines up nicely. Coming to the back, of course, you got your lights here, your tail lights, your backup lights. You got another light right there. You got a camera right there. And you got sensors, blah, all the usual things. But when it comes to the lights, this thing lights up. Back of the cab, there's two big lights up there, another camera, 360-degree view, you name it. And then when we get inside, you can plug in all the lights you want. So the lighting on the amount of lights when it's dark just shines up beautifully. And getting in and out, the ground gets light at the ground. It's a Lincoln feature where it shines down on the ground. You can see walking in and all that kind of stuff. Lighting's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Okay, everybody, we're here to talk about power outlets. So in the back here, we've got a wonderful, look at this. Charging your phones and stuff. Look at this, we got a nice 120, is it 20 amp? The 20 amp, 120 volt, 20 amp. Charging your phones and USBs and Cs. In the back seat, this is crazy. Now let's go to the front. In the front, again, right here, we got a 12 volt and again a 20 amp 120 volt plug-in. This is crazy. What have they done? They've lost their minds. Now let's go to the Frunk. Let's go up. We got ourselves our front trunk, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 plus USB and C in the front. This is just crazy. And then we're coming to the back, and this just cools it right off. So for absolute craziness is right here. Is it in? Is it in focus? Yes, it's in focus. Look at this. 240, two 120s, two more 120s. This is nuts. The power outlets on this truck to do stuff, I'm telling you right now, they're gonna blow your mind away. Just gonna absolutely blow your mind away. I thought I'd never use them all, and I use them all the time. It's crazy. Let's go to the next one. Okay, we're back to space and flat surfaces in the top 10 quirky things about the F150 Lightning. And this is, you just push this little button right here, boop, and look at that. And then we just kind of come over here, you grab this, it flips over, and look at that space. Can you believe it? That is just amazing. Look at this. This is, I thought, oh, what's the big deal? I'll never use that. I've already used it so many times, it's amazing. The next quirky thing, I'm gonna put it into the flat surfaces, is this extra glove compartment. Oh, that's just crazy. Can you believe it? It's another snowy day, and you know, it's kind of hoping for a nice day to do some stuff, but you know, it just doesn't work out that way sometimes. So one of the things on the top 10 things about the F150 Lightning that's amazing is this, which everybody knows, the Frunk. Now, this is not about the Frunk, okay? This is about the Frunk in the Frunk. And if you listen carefully, does it sound like there's a fan on? That's because it's quite cold out, and the truck is on, and I want it to stay warm. So it's not about this area here. This area is great, but it's the Frunk in the Frunk, okay? The Frunk. This right here, right underneath this is great. So there's my portable charging that I rarely ever use, but if I ever go somewhere and need it, it's there. I have a compressor in case I ever get a flat tire. This Frunk is amazing. Go tailgating, fill it up with beer, it's got a drain hole. This right here is one of the greatest things. This area here, nice and slow. You got the hooks and all that kind of fun stuff. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. But the fact that they put this in takes it to a whole other level. Okay, one of the things I picked on my top crazy things about an F-150 Lightning, it's more than just about the truck. It's about the space. Remember, you're buying an EV. And when it comes to EV space, nothing, absolutely nothing, beats the Lightning. Absolutely nothing. So let's get into how much space there actually is. Back seat, people. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. As you can see, I got straps that I were using. I need my brush because it's snowing like crazy. I got some extra lights. I went to Tim Hortons, got some Timbits. I've got my tripod here, gloves, and then most importantly, little master lock if I need it somewhere. But flip this up, look at this. Look at the storage. Look at the storage. Now I ordered it with storage. So I got tools, I got gloves, I got lights, I got chargers, I got measuring tapes, you name it, I got it. You got outlets. Look at the outlets. More outlets. More outlets, more outlets, more outlets. Outlets everywhere. The outlets are crazy. Let me tell you, crazy outlets. So, the back seat, just this space. Seating 3, this space. This is a feature all in its own that other trucks don't have. Oh yeah, you can go get a gas-powered one that has this. F-150 Lightning has this. F-150 normal has this. The other trucks don't, and the other EVs don't. There's only 2 that are EV trucks, and you can't buy them where I live. So this is massive, people, and it's one of the things I absolutely love. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, and one of the things about my truck that just drives me crazy, because I really don't know what it's about. So, what I do like about my truck at 17,900 kilometers, almost, by probably the time I post this, it'll be over 20. But listen. There you go. Did you hear that ding ding? What in the world? What in the world was it for? It only does it once. You start the truck up and you take off, and it doesn't do it every time. You start the truck up and you take off and it goes ding ding. Now it's a nice ding ding, but what in the world is the ding ding? Well, that's something maybe we can answer in the future, but right now, it's one of the things that the Lightning does that is crazy. Okay, I'm back. We're all done. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you yourself have a wonderful week. And maybe the weatherman can get the weather right where I live, and it'll go above 0, and which is above freezing, and we can start enjoying ourselves again. Because, well, it's February. We're not going to enjoy ourselves until April. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the future.